let's go pick kingmakers. There's a reason I'm doing this one today. I had to look back a little bit and go back through some of the stories that were slowly leaking out in the background. And the second story that caught my eye was Trump giving incentives to carrier to stay in the United States. Brilliant! 33 states already do that. I'm in Wyoming, so I can give you firsthand knowledge of what I watched go up here. Microsoft and a data center, we gave them over $13 million in incentives, new infrastructure. The climate was perfect for it. Wine and dine to get a company to come in. Wine and dine to make one stay. It's how you get the best price. And Trump, you were brilliant. You got, what was it, almost over 1,000 jobs to stay for less than $7 million over 10 years. We gave $13 million in Wyoming in less than 3 years for, I think it was like 30 or 40 jobs. And now it's down to 15 because how many do you need for a data center? So that was brilliant. And I don't know what people are complaining about. If you're keeping jobs in the United States, I would think you'd be pretty darn happy about that to begin with. Okay, this all started back in about 1937 when incentives were allowed to be given, and they still are. They're used countrywide to hold businesses. In Wyoming, ours is called the Wyoming Business Council, and you can apply for grants, loans, with very little interest. I think it was not even 1% for the last ones that got money. We watched, I don't know, Fab Tech here in Casper. They got a $9 million incentive, you know, with new infrastructure and new septic pipelines and everything they needed, but then they turned around and sold it. And the same with the rail park. Okay, now this is where I want you girls that are out there complaining about incentives to businesses. There are holes in that, and there are holes that really need to be closed up. If you're going to give these incentives, one, you can't pick winners and losers. And that's where you're like mine, Wyoming Business Council, is really bad about that. And so is Casper Area Economics Development. They're a private company. The Wyoming Business Council is run by the state. But this CADA program that we have, they're a private company, so they don't have to tell me, and I've asked what their wages are, how many businesses they have actually brought into the state. They've gotten almost, 13 million. Last time I checked in 2015, I think, is when I checked last, because they started in 1989. And for all that time, they've created 24 jobs. And that's been 24 jobs of their company. So we pay them, a private company, to look for companies to move to Wyoming. Colossal failure. Colossal failure. We've all said this. Wyoming Liberty Group has said this. So, ladies, you need to check on your states. Some of them are going to call them LEADs or Vision 2020 or DDAs, Downtown Development Authorities. Those are the places you need to look, because that's where you find out what bad deals your governors, your county commissioners, your local non-governmental boards are making with companies. I mean, these guys don't want to leave anywhere, and Trump's 15% tax thing is going to help a bunch. So we can save a lot of money by not using these non-governmental organizations to recruit business when it's our job as a governor, mayors, county commissioners, city council to make the offers a lot better. And most of these officials that you've got in your local offices, they don't care. You know, they're spending somebody else's money. So it doesn't matter to them unless their boob is being squeezed from the state level. Okay, moving on with that. It's been going on since 1937. It's not a bad idea. It's just got to have the loopholes closed. And like I said, the loopholes with these non-governmental organizations, as well as your state business council, is they pick winners and losers. You know, oh, well, we'll help this guy and that company, but we won't help, you know, that company because something might go wrong. Well, Obama helped a company, and it was in the solar energy field, and we lost billions of dollars on it. Nobody vetted the company. And that's what our Wyoming Business Council is supposed to do. And that is exactly what these CADAs, LEEDs, DDAs are supposed to do. These guys have no clue. They've never handled millions of dollars. And most of them may own businesses, but not the business that is the most prominent in the state, like Wyoming is energy. Excuse me. In Wyoming and Virginia's, Kentucky's, Pennsylvania, Ohio, the Rust Belt. We all know that manufacturing is the only way United States is going to get back online. I don't know about you, but I am sick of buying 12 can openers in a year from China. I went back and I rode around garage sale after garage sale for years, and I bought all the old can openers that I could find, 10 of them. And I'll never buy another can opener in my life. Neither will my son. Neither will his wife. America used to make products, good products. So when we got sold down the river to Chinese-made, second-rate, throwaway stuff, just like their cars, just like their diapers, we are not a throwaway nation, nor should we be. We are a nation that can be sustainable, and I hate that word, by using, producing, and disposing of our own products. You know, if I had it my way, I'd have a border around all 5 corners of the United States. And I wouldn't buy anything from China. Their steel is junk. The best engines in the world are made in Germany, and that is Mercedes-Benz engines. Those are good. Germany has good steel. So trading with Germany would be awesome. Be awesome for the American people for good steel, at least until we could get our steel plants up and going again. But I'm saying, you know, with these incentives, don't be harsh on them. Just make better deals, and that's the point. That is probably the biggest deal for me today, was the part where people were bitching that he had made a deal with Carrier. I say, good job. I worked in the factories in Detroit, and my parts came from smaller shops to build my bigger part, to go to the main plant to build a car. That's how it works. And without those smaller shops that supplied the bigger shops that supplied me, I was out of a job. So think about that one. We have to get the ability to produce our own products, our own beef, our own agriculture, our own, all of it. We have to become self-sufficient if we are ever to be on the world stage again as leaders.